All right, we're gonna go over another one. React to another Mike Andes. Made $100 an hour mowing grass, but still prefer Walmart sunglasses. I ain't seen this one. I'm just
All right, so this is an Ed Mow and Blow. You might, if this property looks
trying to
familiar,
find what
it's
he's
because it was
talking
actually
about.
on a video I did like
Take note.
a year and a half, 2 years. Quick shout out to Piranha, the $5 glasses from Walmart that have lasted years and years with the mower and the weed whacker. So you can put your Oakley back.
Now I'm gonna bite this style right now, so I can see that he got the flag on his shirt. So I'm gonna note that. Definitely gonna add some patriotism, patriotism. Yeah, to the company. We need some of that good old made in America on there.
Back in your pocket. Put the money back in your pocket and get some piranhas. Literally, again, not sponsored post. Hey, Piranha, Walmart, you can always reach out. But in general, when it comes to gear, I'm a big proponent of spending good. Like, for example, boots, pants, gloves, especially rain gear is extremely important in my mind to actually, get Helly Hansen, get some really good Carhartt stuff.
So at this point, I was just looking at the production, what he was doing there. I'm pretty sure most of his stuff be script. It's more like a whole giant ad. He's trying to sell us this persona. So as Mo for calls, I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to mic Andy's. I'm trying to do it this route where you teach, demonstrate, kind of like advise and cancel future entrepreneurs and business individuals. So when I look over his content, I'm just trying to capture the visual. So if you catch me like in the days, I'm just trying to digest it of what looks good on camera, what I should incorporate when I'm out there gathering content for the channel.
Like my sunglasses, the reason is because I break them or I lose them literally every couple months. So I have decided that dollar store and Walmart glasses are the way of the future for me. All right, so this lawn here, we have 37 minutes. You'll notice that I talk about that almost every job is how many minutes I have. And that's because on P4P, pay for performance, that's what the model we use. We don't pay our employees and our field workers by the hour. We pay them by budgeted hours completed, how much time is actually completed on the job. And therefore, that's a big part of what they see on every single project, every single lawn, is how many minutes or how many budget hours do I have on this lawn.
X-Mart 30.
They can also determine from that the price. So
that was definitely on the list to get. So about 1,500 for that. And so that's cost right around the price for the commercial Honda 21. So that'll be interesting. Should we just go with the 30-inch X-Mart? So we might go with the 36 X-Mart and get one of them 600 residential Hondas.
If you actually want to know the pricing on this one,
just seeing what the pros using.
If you divide that by 60, so 60 minutes in an hour, that gives you 0.62 budgeted hours on this job, which means that we're charging $50 for this cut. Now, this is the one thing I hate about the 30-inch mower for the X-Mark. They really got to figure this out. Adjusting these is a pain in the neck. Like you can see, I'm using my other foot to actually prop it up because you can't have any weight on that wheel when you're needing to adjust the height. Because you gotta pull the pin out of the hole, which makes it extremely annoying. And you're putting all that strain on your front shin, and it's actually a really weird, to put that much weight on your tibia like that can hurt someone. So I don't know why they don't figure this out. The Skag 30, which again in the link below, I'm gonna put a video to a review of the Skag 30 that Ryan Payne from our Corpus Christi.
Yo, that lawnmower make him look so small, bro.
made a great video with his crew. He sells Skag, and I feel like they made some really good improvements, and they're going to continue to iterate really well with that machine.
Especially
Check
this
out
thing
the
right
link
there.
below for that product review. But again, we use the 30-inch mower because a lot of our lawns, if you've been following the past few days, and this week when I've been showing a lot more of these videos of me mowing, you will see we have a lot of property with backyards. And the only way to get inside of those is a 21-inch, a 30-inch push mower, or you get a 32 or 31 or maybe a 36-inch stand-on gets it back there. But a lot of times a 36-inch stand-on is actually about 38 inches
So yeah,
wide.
we definitely
by the time
might
you
get
the tire and the
the
deck, depending on
32.
your brand.
I think they said, but
And
the
you potentially might
21
not be able to get
got
that
the
stand-on mower
crispier
into the
cut. So
backyard. And
just
again,
all
you're gonna have to take off the bagger because we bag clippings. You're gonna have to take off the side accelerator bag, clipping catcher thing when you go in and out of the gate. So again, that's why we use these push mowers so much, is because we have so many gates and small backyards. Like this business are when employees leave. They don't show up on time. You're disappointed by the previous videos. Of course, Danny's offering his help. Of course. He has a camera in his hand. He's offering to move a 200-pound mower. Here we go. Yes, I messed up. So you kind of have a certain angle of approach on it to get the tire just exactly right. So I messed up.
This is actually a really nice house. It could just use a little TLC. Lots of weeds in all these beds here. You can see here with all the gravel. All these are super tall. So I am going to take a quick picture. I'm going to attach it to this job. So on the
like I did there, and then having it sprayed, or an area where it needs mulch, or a bush that's overgrown. Have some context. So you saw, well, you didn't see. I have 49 minutes on this property. If you divide that by 60, you're gonna get 0.81 budgeted hours. That's what we always are talking about, budgeted hours, budgeted hours. Again, it shows us in minutes on our CRM here because it's a little easier to calculate for the crew. If you do the math on that at $80 per man hour, you're gonna be at a $65 cut. So this lawn is $65. And if I recall correctly, I did this in about 38 minutes. So I beat budget.
That falls right in one of my quotes. Let's go 65.
All right. So let's go back to
my man hour was about
$75
an hour
of business.
And overgrown yard
So
was about
I think
$70.
what we really got to focus on when
We
we're
go
going
back
to
up to
business
here in the
is
services.
having lower highs and higher
So I
lows.
kind of counted for that overgrown mowing. I put it at the top, so
emotionally and
you won't get confused that
within the
you got
business.
an overgrown yard.
Instead of
so
having
that's
monthly
$70
make
and it's gonna typically take about an
20,000
hour,
and the
which
next
is an
month
hourly
make
service
6
charge
because you just
75.
absolutely collapse and you're stressed out and you literally hit a
The
wall.
prices correlate with
employees
that
are
with
leaving and
$45
morale is
for a
down.
lawn
Instead
starter
of
kit
having
and you
ups
add
and
the
downs as
extras,
much, I think
you
the
get
goal
me
needs to be
back into that
stability, and that should be the
hourly
goal over
surcharge anyway.
massive wins.
So
And then just like
a lot
grow,
of the
grow, grow,
prices
you get super excited, you're hyped
thought
about
out,
your business, you love your business, you're working 18 hours a
to
day
get
and all the
them
rest of it. And then,
in a more
but if that's
affordable-
not sustainable,
Now, a more
and if that's not
affordable thing to
stable,
be with
it's
the
not
lawn
going to
care
last very long, and you will have the
miracle,
low lows.
which is a
You'll have
cold
the time when your employees are
$100
leaving, when you're
and it's
disheartened,
kinda
you want to
glued
quit.
everything. You
There's
got
not
me
much money in
for
the,
the
in the
hour.
bank.
Really,
you want
you
to
got me to the
stabilize your
line.
cash
This is
flow
how you
before
want it.
growing.
I'm
Right?
yours
Because
for
adding new
$100 an
employees
hour.
causes a lot of stress financially. You're training people, which makes their work inefficient, and it really hurts the morale of the team when they see. This is a Surecan. You can see the little button here is broken on top.
Okay,
of
I ain't never seen a Surecan.
We don't use Surecan anymore. We actually use the no spill cans that have the button. The only problem with those is they get pressurized. If they aren't used for a while, and if they're out in the sun, for example, they get pressurized and you press the button and just like has a whole bunch of pressure, which means you want to release the button, release the pressure in that gas can before you actually pour it. But those are, in our opinion, the best. They work super well, especially for 2-cycle engine oil and for the smaller cans of gas. But we love the no spill cans. The Sure cans, like that one is broken. It's because it's super old and we need to replace it. But I think, like I said, you really want to $300 away in labor. That'd be a 30% of your.
basically it for today. That one was 48 minutes budgeted. We got it done in 36 minutes. Stop job. Is it complete? Yes. Good. All right. So I want to go over a couple quick things. First of all, I know for some of you look at a lawn like this and you're like, well, why wouldn't you use a zero turn? Yes, a zero turn would take much shorter time to do this lawn. At a 48-inch or 52-inch, I probably would have shaved off at least 5 minutes off this property, at least. The trimming gonna be the same, but the mowing definitely could have made that different. However, when I look at the setup we're using today, of course, Danny's leaving the doors open. then thieves get
Oh,
in.
damn.
But if you look at the setup, I got a truck that was about $12,000, the rack setup that was about $2,000 or $3,000, and all the other equipment with the mower maybe another $5,000. So I don't have to get a big dump trailer or a big trailer. I don't have to get a zero turn that's gonna cost $8,000. This is half the cost of a trailered setup with a zero turn, at least half. And furthermore, I'm able to pull all the way into this driveway without having this big trailer. I gotta back out, then jackknife it into the road and all that stuff. I'm literally able to back out, I'm good to go. Much simpler to train new employees on. Would it have been faster with a zero turn? Yes. Are the 30-inch mowers perfect? Absolutely not. When it's raining and the grass is tall, we have a lot of issues with them, and we still are perfecting exactly, what our setup's going to be, but we're definitely not going to get big 20-foot enclosed trailers with 52-inch or multiple 52-inch zero turns on a trailered setup. So yes, it takes me a little bit longer. A couple more things I want to go over. This is an older house, and probably built in, I'm gonna guess like the 1920s, 1930s. A couple things on older homes you would need to take notice of. Number one, the windows. These are aluminum windows, they're not vinyl windows, but more importantly, these are single pane most of the time. These windows, they're very easy to break. You gotta be much more careful around them when you're edging. So I don't know if you saw in the video, a couple times I'd look up behind me, I'd see if there's a window. It's the only reason why we keep our guards on our weed whackers. A lot of people ask, well, hey, why do you keep your guards on your weed whackers? I understand it's easier to trim, it's faster to trim without these guards on. Let's take away the fact that the OSHA and worker safety is going to want you to have these on, but taking that aside from that, when you're edging up against a single pane window, you can put that guard down and then just put low revolutions and not worry as much about rocks going through the window. Also, you're going to want to keep note of, on these older houses, cable literally goes right down to the house. So if you're weed whacking and edging, you literally can snip these cables if you're going fast enough with a line trimmer. Over here, you'll notice this is a grounding rod. I'm pretty sure this is what this is. You'll notice these on these older houses. This is literally how they would ground the electricity of these older homes. Literally put a stake in the ground and tie the wire of the home to it. So you gotta keep.
So I think that's it on that. Ain't really touch on nothing at the ends. You can just find something else. So basically, once you start getting into this lawn care rabbit hole, you start just devouring a lot of content. You start seeing like regulars in the lawn care YouTube space, and then if you pay attention, you can kind of see that they kind of grow as the years evolve, as more people start to look into this niche and get in this type of genre of YouTube space. Like the crypto boys, just the lawn boys. Definitely gonna have to get some stickers and stuff like that. The kind complain. Let's hear what he got to say. And I can see that he got a wide variety of like questions he's answering on his YouTube channel through this. So that's another thing. Make sure you like approaching it from different angles and just got content.
This is Kayla. She's a video.
Who's not like ready to go all in yet, so you just slowly giving them the confidence by giving them the ins and out. So basically, that's hoping on what I begin to inspire. Just take notes, see it with your own eyes.
Be more accurate on their budgeted hours, and you can get more visits in and it's more consistent. You don't have weeks where you're really busy and then the next week it's like, oh.
Okay, we just start this one up on another one. Let's always catch y'all family. Taking my family TV out.